back to my channel. We're gonna open some Battle for Zendikar and Oath of the Gatewatch today. For this video, I want to stick to some tapping, because I know that not everybody likes the crinkling. Clutch of Currents, 1 blue, sorcery. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Awaken 3 for 4 and a blue. Culling Drone, 1 and a black. Creature Eldrazi Drone. Devoid. Ingest. Silence rules Balaged, broken only by the skittering of Eldrazi. 2/2. Reckless Cohort, 1 and a red, creature human warrior ally. Reckless Cohort attacks each combat if able, unless you control another ally. You have a family. Mine died at sea gate. You go to yours, and I'll go to mine. 2/2. Inspired Charge, 2 and 2 white, instant. Creatures you control get +2/+1 until end of turn. For the lands you have lost and the beauty that remains, for freedom and the future, we must hold nothing back. Yeti and Jura. That's a pretty awesome picture of Gideon there. Ruin Processor, 7 colorless. Creature Eldrazi Processor. When you cast Ruin Processor, you may put a card an opponent owns from exile into that player's graveyard. If you do, gain 5 life. The Eldrazi continue to sweep through the wastes, compounding destruction that already seemed absolute. 7/8. Just look at this guy. Man, he looks deadly. I wouldn't want to mess with him. Bone Splinters, 1 black, sorcery. As an additional cost to cast Bone Splinters, sacrifice a creature. Destroy target creature. Vastly outnumbered, the Zendikari found creative ways to even the odds. This is a very interesting card for black. I might put this into one of my decks. Brood Hunter Worm, 3 and a white, 3 and a green, Creature Worm. The native creatures of Zendikar have adopted to live under rocks and crawl through underbrush in order to avoid the most voracious predators. The Eldrazi have yet to make such adjustments. 4/3. Mortuary Mire. Land. Mortuary Mire enters the battlefield tapped. When Mortuary Mire enters the battlefield, you may put target creature card from your graveyard on top of your library. Tap to add 1 black to your mana pool. This is pretty good. Some utility for your lands to give you more card advantage. Tightening Coils. 1 in a blue. Enchantment Aura. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets -6 and -0 and loses flying. Having gone to the trouble of stealing a bident from a god on another world, Kiora was eager to test its capabilities. That's pretty awesome. Bringing down something with flying. Looming Spires. Land. Looming Spires enters the battlefield tapped. When Looming Spires enters the battlefield, target creature gets +1/+1 and gains first strike until end of turn. Tap to add red to your mana pool. Angel of Renewal. 5 and a white. Creature Angel Ally. Flying. When Angel of Renewal enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life for each creature you control. No more fear. No more failure. No more death. No more. 4/4. Brood Monitor. 4 and 2 green. Creature Eldrazi Drone. Devoid. When Brood Monitor enters the battlefield, put 3/1/1 colorless Eldrazi Scion creature tokens onto the battlefield. They have sacrifice this creature. Add 1 colorless to your mana pool. The tenderness of a mother. The pity of a mantis. 3/3. Ruination Guide. 2 and a blue. Creature Eldrazi Drone. Devoid. Ingest. Other colorless creatures you control get +1/+0. 3/2. Sada. Hedron Grinder. 3 and a red. Legendary creature. Goblin Ally. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets only Sada, Hedron Grinder, copy that spell for each other creature you control that the spell could target Each copy targets a different one of those creatures. The Hedron holds magic for 1,000 years, or less, if need be. 3/3. That's an interesting card. You want to target him, and then copy that spell for each other creature you control. So you want to hit a positive thing, like give it +3 or give it double strike. Forest. No expedition land yet. And an emblem. Come on, Oath of the Gatewatch. That expedition land. This stack feels thicker. Feels thicker. Hopefully I get a foil or something. And hopefully not. It's not commercial cards. Cultivator Drone. 2 and a blue. Creature Eldrazi Drone. Devoid. Tap to add waste to your mana pool. Spend this mana only to cast a colorless spell. Activate an ability of a colorless permanent or pay a cost that contains wastes. 2/3. Expedite. 1 red instant. Target creature gains haste until end of turn. Draw a card. I run and thunder follows. This is a good card. I might put this in one of my red decks. Makindi Aeronaut. 1 and a white. Creatures, Core Scout ally, flying. The Eldrazi have surprised us before. It's my job to make sure that never happens again. 1/3. Kozilek's Shrieker. 2 and a black. Creature Eldrazi Drone. Devoid. 1 waste. Kozilek's Shrieker gets +1/+0 and gains menace until end of turn. Listen to the sound of defeat. 3/2. Netcaster Spider. 2 and a green. Creature Spider. Reach. Whenever Netcaster Spider blocks a creature with flying, Netcaster Spider gets +2/+0 until end of turn. In the jungles of Tazim, aerial assault is not always advantageous. 2, 3. Witness the end. 3 in a black. Sorcery. Devoid. Target opponent exiles 2 cards from his or her hand and loses 2 life. Ulamog stood before us at Seagate, ready to succumb, and then Kozilek arose. Whatever hope I had for our world died. Andri, Calastria Emissary. This looks really similar to Attack on Titan. Yeah, don't you think? Goblin Freerunner. 3 and a red. Creature, Goblin Warrior Ally. Search for 1 and a red. Menace. There are old goblins and ambitious goblins, but very few old ambitious goblins. 3, 2. Holdout Settlement. Land. Tap to add colorless to your mana pool. Tap. Tap an untapped creature you control. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Even in areas of profound devastation, the Hedrons remained intact. That's really cool. Reminds me of the Star Wars Force Awakens movie. Looks like a Star Destroyer or a TIE Fighter just sitting in the snow or whatever this is, the barren land. Blinding Drone, 1 and a blue. Creature Eldrazi Drone. Devoid. Colorless and tap. Tap target creature. Zendikar's true gods have risen. Whether in reverence or agony, all the world will kneel. Ailey, High Priest of the Eternal Pilgrims. 1, 3. It's a pretty sweet artwork. I'd like to see this card in foil. That's a really nice card. Kozilek's Pathfinder. 6 colorless. Creature Eldrazi. 1 colorless. Target creature can't block Kozilek's Pathfinder this turn. We didn't know where it came from or where it was going. All we knew is that we did not matter. Akiri, Coreline Slinger, 5/5. And then this picture looks exactly like the aliens out of the movie. It's called The Mist. I believe it was a Stephen King novel made into a movie. At the end of the movie, you get to see the aliens. Spoiler alert. This looks exactly like them. Chitness Cloak. 3 colorless. Artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has menace. Equipped for 3. If we're going to survive, we have to use every tool at our disposal, especially the disgusting ones. Ryza, Oran Reef Scout. Yup, that is pretty disgusting. Reckless, Bushwhacker. 2 and a red. Creature, Goblin Warrior Ally. Search for 1 and a red. Haste. When Reckless Bushwhacker enters the battlefield, If its search cost was paid, other creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain haste until end of turn. 2/1. Void Grafter. 1 green and a blue. Creature Eldrazi drone. Devoid. Flash. When Void Grafter enters the battlefield, another target creature you control gains hexproof until end of turn. 2/4. Zendikar Resurgent. 5 and 2 green. Enchantment. Whenever you tap a land for mana, add 1 mana of your mana pool of any type that land produced. Whenever you cast a creature spell, draw a card. Kind of expensive for mana ramping cards. Plains. That's a pretty awesome looking plains. You got the Hedrons coming down, I think. Not sure. And then a plant. Token creature plant. Okay, thanks for watching and join me in on the next one as well.